Finally got around to uploading this tutorial that I mentioned in my October favourites. It's featuring the Face of Australia BB cream. This is in the colour light medium. Now it's a fairly thick, darkish BB cream, so I just squeeze a bit out of the tube onto the back of my hand, and what I'll do is mix it with my L'Oreal Lumimagique Pure Light Primer. This one is a white liquidy product, so about 2/3 of the BB cream and 1/3 of the primer. Mix it together on the back of my hand till it's fairly well mixed, then just dot it onto my face and blend it in with my fingers. Now I've already moisturised my face prior to applying this BB cream, so just blend it in really well, making sure that it's covering everything and it's well blended into the skin. And normally what I'll do towards the end of the blending process is use like a patting motion on my skin just to make sure that the product is really well settled there onto my face before I go onto my concealer. And for that step I'm going to be using this Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter. This is in the colour Ivory. It comes in a tube with a brush on the end, so it's like a squeeze tube. I kind of have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this packaging. Sometimes I think it's great, other times it's kind of annoying because it's hard to squeeze out. But at the end of the product it's quite easy to just cut the end off and get all the last bits of the product out, which is a good thing. A really nice highlighting concealer, this one, so I used it around my eyes and any redness or pigmented shadowy areas, I guess, on my face. Just dot it around using the brush, as you can see here, and once I've pretty much applied it to all the places that I think I need it, I then go on to blend that in with my fingertips as well, and use my little fingers, as you can see here, which exert the least amount of pressure, and just gently sort of press the product into the skin so I'm not wiping it off, and also so that it's blending into the BB cream that I applied prior to this concealer. I'm then going to take this Real Techniques detailer brush and the Savvy Full Coverage Stick Foundation, which I'm going to use as a concealer for blemishes on my face. Just dip in the brush and apply it as sort of a detailing step to any scars or blemishes on my face. Just dot it on and blend it out until it's covered those spots. Now onto the blush. This is the Soft Pink Max Factor Miracle Touch blush. It's a cream blush, as you can see. Almost running out and very hard to get in Australia. I'll try very hard to find out where you can get this blush, but I've been struggling, I must say. It gives a lovely nice flush of colour and good staying power, and just a really good quality, awesome colour blush. Not a particularly big container, but we'll definitely try and find out where I can get some more and let you know. So I just dot this onto my cheeks and blend it in. Don't need to blend it out too much. It doesn't matter if it's still a little bit obvious, because I'm going to be putting some powder over the top of it anyway. So just apply that to both cheeks. Blend it out with my fingers, and then once I've done that step, I'm going to go on and apply powder, and I'm using the Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder. This colour is Natural. Going to be applying it with my Beauty Essentials powder brush from Priceline. It's quite a dense brush. Just swirl it around in the pan. I then actually tap off the excess on the side of my rubbish bin and then apply it to my face in like a circular buffing motion all over, just so there's not too much product on the brush. And I think the buffing action is really important to get the powder into the skin properly. Then on to bronzer. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in number 22 Sun Bronze. Using a compact powder brush for this one. This is a Bow Beauty cheapo brush. I'll just show you the two brushes so you can see the difference in size of the heads there. The Bow Beauty ones are just a smaller version of the other. Swirl that round in the bronzer. Once again, tap off the excess and then apply it. Now with the bronzer, what I'm mainly wanting is some contouring around my jawline. I don't have much definition there, a bit jowly from the genes, I guess, in my family. So yeah, I concentrate my bronzer around the jawline, around the outsides of my face to try and just have a bit more definition and contouring in those areas. And then once I've got the definition there that I want, I'll go on to put some bronzer across my forehead and down my nose and chin as well, where the sun would naturally hit your face. I think that looks quite natural if you include those areas as well when you're doing your bronzer. And down the neck and chest I continue it as well. Onto the eyes. This is a Rimmel Scandalised Eyeshadow Crayon. So it's like a bigger version of their Scandalised eyeliners. This particular one is fairly new to me. The colour is number 003 Bad Girl Bronze. Quite a thick, chubby pencil. And what I'm going to do is use this just to add some contouring and definition to my eyelids. So using it in the crease there, just at the outer edge of the eye, and down towards the outer edge of the lash line as well. So just pretty much dotting that where I'm wanting it to look like there's some shadow on my eyelid for a bit of contouring. So I do that on both sides of my, or both eyes I should say. And once I've dotted that product on and got it where I want it, I'll then just use my fingers to pat and blend that into the skin. I've mentioned before with my eye products I tend to just whack a lot of them on and then blend it all out at the end, so it may look a bit strange as the process is unfolding, but you'll be able to see the end result. So first of all, blending out this eyeshadow crayon. Once I've done that, I'm going to add some of this Face of Australia Budge Proof eyeshadow. I mentioned this particular product in my October favourites video as well. It's a new product for me as well, a cream eyeshadow. Really lovely velvety, almost powdery feel to this eyeshadow, and a really lovely bronze colour as well. That's the colour of it. And I'm just going to take that on my finger and pat it onto the eye, trying to restrict it to the eyelid and just into the socket there as well, covering up the Scandalised crayon that I've applied previously. So just gently patting and getting that blended into the skin without wiping it back off. Do that on both eyes, so it gives like a lovely wash of colour. This is a LA Colours eyeshadow palette in Trendy, using this frosty ivory colour, just patting that on once again with my finger to the brow bone for a bit of a highlight. No trailer. Then I'm going to take my Nacio eyeshadow brush and dip it into this kind of terracotta apricot-y colour here, and just use that at the outer corner of the eye, just above the crease, so that it's visible when my eyes are open, and just to add a bit of a lift to the eye and a bit of interest, because it is quite a washed out neutral sort of eye look. So just pack that colour on with the eyeshadow brush, just almost like a triangular shape I should say, at the outside of the eye there. You can see what it looks like in that shot. And then I'm taking my Body Shop eyeshadow blending brush, which is one of my favourites, nice little fluffy head, and I've cleaned that on a tissue and then going to use it just to blend all those colours together and blend out any harsh edges as well. Taking more of that terracotta apricot colour again from the LA Colours palette and using the Nacio eyeshadow brush to just brush that below the lower lash line as well. Taking my Bow Beauty curling mascara. This is one that comes with like a curved wand. Find it really good for applying to the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take my Max Factor Clumptify False Lash Effect mascara, which I'm holding upside down. It's the one in the purple tube with the curved wand once again, and using that just on the upper lashes, just applying and jiggling the wand through my lashes until I get the desired amount there. That's the close-up of what the mascara looks like on the eye. Obviously do both eyes. Mascara's all finished. Now going on to the brows. This is my Milani Easy Brow eyebrow pencil in the colour Natural Taupe. Comes with a spoolie brush on one end, which I first used to brush through my lashes, and then it's like a waxy wind-up pencil on the other end that I then use to fill in my fairly sparse brows. So just using short, light sort of strokes to mimic the hairs and working around the brows, emphasising the arch, and just keep working on those until I get the desired shape and depth that I want. That's both eyebrows done. Then go on to tidy up the brows using some cotton tips, and I shortly run out of battery in my camera too, so that's pretty much the finished eye look. And you can actually watch my October favourites video for the entire finished makeup look, which I show you the final step as well, which is the lip product that I used. Haven't actually used a powder blush in this look either. Thanks for watching.